Good evening. Welcome on in to the evening edition of From Day One. Tonight, courtesy of our good friend Van Bellion, we have a Sov Cit moron who thinks his name is worth a shit ton of money. At least $500,000. Let's begin.
I need your Peter to identify himself. Who's your sergeant? If I imply, where's your superior? I need everybody to identify themselves. I need names and badge numbers.
Of course you do, Princess, but I'm sure the names of every officer will be on that arrest report anyway. So all you're really doing here is prolonging the inevitable.
You guys did something personal that you didn't have to. So are you going to call your superior?
No.
Who's your superior?
Dr. Pepper. Or Dr. Seuss.
So you get what? You gonna call your superior? Are you gonna call your superior? Okay, so there's a schedule, right? A fee schedule. Now this is notice. I'm giving you notice. If you use my name that's copyrighted, there's a $500,000 fine for every time you use my name without permission.
Yeah, first of all, names are not protected by copyright law. That's just not a thing.
No.
So your notice and threat to charge anyone $500,000 is as empty as your head. And secondly, this cop isn't buying any of your nonsense anyways, and rightly so. Wait, so this guy is not only dumb enough to pull this sovereign citizen nonsense,
Yes.
he's dumb enough to do it while on probation.
Double yes.
Genius move.
I'm not gonna comply willingly. If you were gonna take me, it's gonna be against my will.
Okay, we can
I'm not a
understand.
14th Amendment. Okay, where's he at? Morning, sir. Same situation.
Okay, so where to start with this one? First of all, I'm really looking forward to you not complying at the end of the video for the arrest, so please don't let me down on that. And secondly, your I'm not a 14th Amendment citizen argument is really dumb, because I could list off numerous court cases over the years where they've all basically ruled that this argument is legally incoherent, and that so-called sovereign citizens, like all citizens of the United States, are subject to the laws of the jurisdiction in which they reside. And this attempt to divide oneself into two separate entities is a legal fiction and has been struck down consistently in courts and around the country. And finally, that same situation remark to the supervisor should tell you everything you need to know about sovereign citizens and their inability to learn anything from their past encounters.
Sir, you know there's a difference between private and public. I've stepped out of the public. I'm in the private now. This is private property. I'm not driving. I'm traveling.
He's not dumb, he's incredibly stupid.
Delaying their investigation. Is that correct? Okay, now, a prior investigation or an investigation to fish for criminal activity? Because there's no criminal activity here. There's no prior violation.
A private investigation to fish. I stepped out of public, I'm in private now. What the heck are you rambling on about? Look, it's pretty simple. You're driving or you continue to drive an unregistered vehicle on a public road. That's against the law in California. So just arrest him already.
Okay. Investigate their fishing. There is no investigation. If there's a prior investigation, if a crime was committed prior,
They're driving a vehicle with extremely expired registration.
that's in the private. It's in the private.
Driving on a California highway on the road. Surface street.
It's a public road.
Why do police in this day and age, with all the knowledge we've gained over the years from previous traffic stops, think they can still have a reasonable conversation with a sovereign citizen, and especially when they've only recently dealt with him for the same thing? I know this is because of the 245 and a peace officer thing, but that's all the more reason to end this sooner rather than later. Prolonging this only wastes everyone's time and potentially puts the lives of everyone in danger.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Is there anything I can do to have you get out of the car?
So what? So you can search it and seize it, and so you can put me in cuffs and put me in your car?
Is there anything I can do to get you to comply and get you out of that car peacefully? Is there any way
You can let me go about my business because obviously, look, I'm not doing anything wrong. I am not.
we're done?
See, you're fishing, trying to decide whether you're going to find something to incriminate me with or to pin me on some type of bogus charge. I'm telling you, I don't want to do business because what you're doing is a presentment. I mean, you can chop it off as this or that, but I don't want to consent to any business right now. I'm closed for business. I don't need to subjugate myself to whatever you're going to decide to charge me with. Like that's in the end of the day, that's what you're trying to do is fishing, and you're going to say that it delaying an investigation for you to find something to charge me with.
So, if you were ever wondering what a professional victim looks and sounds like, well, this is it. All this drama over an expired registration.
I'm going to ask you one more time. Is there anything I can say to get you to change your mind and get out of the car?
Why do you want me to get out of the car?
Because I'm ordering you to.
So you guys took it personal.
Plain and simple.
Waited for me all over the corner inches. Wait again, right?
Is there anything I can do to convince you to get out of the car?
You I don't either. I want to go home. I have stuff to do. I have to work. I have to make a living. And if this car isn't registered, it's because it's in the private now. And I'm hard having to pay month-to-month rent and bills for the kids and bills for everything. You think I want my girl working? I have her working because we have no choice. You know how expensive everything is?
So you thought going down the sovereign citizen rabbit hole was the answer to your financial problems?
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry to be the one to break this to you, but this is not the answer. I've seen people lose everything, and I mean everything by doing what you're doing right now. All these frivolous notices you're filing have consequences. Just ask the gaggle of Sov Cit in Tennessee how it worked out for them recently. They fucked around and they found out the hard way.
I've asked you 3 times now. Is there anything I can do to get you to convince you to come out of that car peacefully?
To do business.
Period. Yes or no?
I don't want to do business.
Answer the question. Is there anything I can say to get you to change your mind and come out of the car peacefully? The answer, yes or no?
I can't afford taking this car out of income. I can't afford going to prison or jail or
Then you shouldn't
because
have
somebody's ego got hurt.
So then comply with lawful orders.
Can you promise me that? Yeah, as soon as I get out of here, you're gonna cuff me up. You're gonna take the car. I'm gonna end up in the hole because what? Because I consented. That's the end of the day. Once you consent, you open the door for contract. I don't want a contract. Is what I'm saying.
How dumb do you have to be to believe following a lawful order is signing a contract of some kind? That's just too absurd for words. And here's a tip for free. If you can't afford to pay for registration or get your vehicle out of the pound, then don't drive. Take the bus or get yourself a bicycle. Just a thought.
Okay, so what is your answer? Yes or no? Is there anything I can tell you?
it comes down to? It's like do what I want, do what I say, or
yeah, it's called following the. Yeah, that's called following the law. You should maybe try it sometime. You never have to get your car towed or go to jail or anything like that. It's amazing.
I'm trying to be really nice and have a lot of patience for the second time.
did you look into what I told you last time about having a trustee, about being in the private?
I'm done conversing with you. We did this before. I pulled up in here this officer giving you lawful orders to get out of the vehicle if you were not.
This is so sad. He really does believe he's in possession of some secret knowledge that police officers, of all people, don't know. But I think that reply there answered your stupid question anyway. Anyone with half a brain can see that the manure you're shoveling right now just doesn't pass the smell test.
We don't need to have any more conversation about when you get out of the car or what kind of issues you have. The car being registered or you want to go to jail. You're done. You're past that. If you want to talk at the side of this window till the sun comes up and then to the whole next day, we'll do that because I can talk with the best of them. But I don't think I'm going to get anywhere with you by doing that.
You've decided, you've made up your mind. That's why you're not open to the reality that we're in. Like it's by force.
The reality that we're in is you're now delaying an investigation. And refusing to comply with lawful orders.
Investigation to first you go to charges. Like that's you can't put the horse before the carriage before the horse. It just makes no sense. How am I delaying an investigation that has no prior merit?
First of all, the saying is cart before the horse, so leave the carriages and apples out of it, thank you very much. And secondly, if these cops can see that you continue to drive illegally and you've been warned not to, then they have an obligation to investigate that. So this investigation definitely has merit, so the cart was not put before the horse in this case.
This is the last time I'm going to ask you before we're done having this conversation. Are you willing to get out of the car lawfully on your road?
By doing so, I don't want to submit myself to any jurisdiction of whatever contract you want to do. Like that's the end of the day. You want to do that. Like, can I stick to your superior?
We're done. Not right now.
There has to be someone that understands.
I'm the one talking to you right now.
Yes, but you don't want to understand that there's a private and a public. That there's a 14th Amendment citizen that automatically does fall under your jurisdiction and is subjected to whatever you say. But like I told you, I already have my filings.
When we're done, you talk to him all you want.
Hate to break this to you because you're happy in your little bubble, but filing a shit ton of rambling notices claiming you're not a 14th Amendment citizen with that hilarious fee schedule is a waste of your time, the city's time, and a waste of perfectly good paper. I wonder, is your wife happy about you doing this, especially as she now needs to work because of it?
When I'm cuffed up in a cell in the middle of nowhere, you think he's going to step up and bother with me?
You said you're going to yourself.
Once you guys get me out of the car, everything's out the window. I know how it works.
You talk to him all you want. You have my word.
There's other crimes, a lot of things that you guys could be doing instead of just like.
Step out of the car. Right now.
So let them get on with it then, you're the only one prolonging this. Amazing how you want the police to do their job, but you're the one preventing them from doing it. And yes, driving on a long expired registration is against the law, just like assaulting a police officer with a deadly weapon is.
Oh, don't give
I'm
him
not doing
any
this as a
ideas.
challenge. I'm not doing it to bother you guys or it's just I'm trying to go about my business and just do me and trying to like just everybody leave
I
me
don't
alone.
know about
I'm not
doing you.
bothering nobody. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I'm not trying to get hurt. I'm not. It's like you guys are just trying to escalate it into something that it's not.
Says the guy who, if this copy's correct, is on probation for assault on a peace officer with a deadly weapon.
Correct.
And who is now driving with expired registration and refusing lawful orders.
Also correct.
Yeah, I think I'll pass on the morality lesson from you, thank you.
to contract. I don't want.
You know what you have.
They don't want to have a brain cell.
You're gonna be calm. We're gonna be calm. That's all it is. We're gonna nice and slow open the door. We're gonna nice and slowly go this side over here. Okay. Matter of fact, I'll call my supervisor once you get out of the car.
I don't have any weapons. I'm telling you that. Call your supervisor.
I don't think so.
See how everything I say can and will be used against me? I told you I do this every day, so you guys waited on the corner for me again. And see, that's why I don't like answering questions. Call your supervisor, brother, because obviously at the moment, yes, but you're not listening to reason. That this is not a 14th Amendment type situation.
Not listening to reason, says the sovereign citizen who thinks he can pick and choose which laws to follow and has a fee schedule to punish anyone who tries to use his name because he somehow thinks he can copyright his name. Absolutely bonkers.
Yes, why?
Because I know what happens. You cuff me up, you throw me in the back, you ransack my stuff, you give me tickets, you take the car, and then I'm asked out wet.
So then, if you know that, why is the first time
You're gonna do it
you step out of the car?
because I've already went.
How do you know, Robert? How do you know I was going to give you a ticket or give you a warning? How do you know that? Do you know that, Robert?
As soon as I pulled her over, you're doing screaming, yelling. You were ready to draw your gun.
Yeah, because you're on probation for 245 on a peace officer with a gun.
Do you understand?
And there's the nervous laugh. That one always makes an appearance when the other person gets a little bit too close to the truth.
You failed to tell us that you're on probation. You failed to identify yourself. Your car's way expired. Okay? Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, that you.
So, Robert, let's switch places. Let's imagine I was you in your seat. And you're me as a police officer, right? You know that you shot at a police officer before.
You don't even know the facts.
Okay?
You don't even know the facts. Have you gone and looked into a case that you assume you know? You don't even know the facts.
Let's do this. You're on probation for 245.
You think I am? Are you sure that's me?
I've triple verified.
I think that awkward silence pretty much speaks for itself there. And just in case you were skeptical, he more or less admits to it in the next sentence anyway. So this is just another example of how dishonest sovereign citizens are. I mean, as if we needed reminding of that anyway.
Did you know that before you pulled me over last time? No, but you were screaming ready for the truth before you even knew who I was. If you think that is me, in fact.
Last time what happened? What was it? You went almost 2-3 blocks, right?
I have no weapons.
That's fine.
I'm not armed to anybody. Can I get your superior? Can I get your superior? Besides that guy.
Hold on, you're not reading this game.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, automatically, you guys want to step on somebody's neck and just force orders.
But it's not. You're not hitting the ball fail at all. There's formulate sentences that don't even make sense.
I like this cop. She's just summed up the whole of the sovereign citizen movement in just one sentence. Nicely done.
It's alright. You guys are nothing but a little gang. Just think you guys got everything figured out too. But at the end of the day, just the bankers, lapdogs, fucking keeping control of everybody, all the fucking slaves and shit. You know we're living in a bankrupt society, right?
You're not teaching us anything, okay?
Nothing you already don't know. which is even worse because knowing this, you're still decide to go that route.
I like how he instantly thinks she's a part of his grand conspiracy when in fact she's just familiar with the sovereign citizen script, that's all. Amazing how Sov Cits think.
Yeah, see the thing up there, right?
Excuse me?
Son of God?
Yes.
Okay. You know what the Bible tells us about obeying authority?
Yes?
You do? It says that we shall obey the authority that is set here on earth. That's how we honor God.
That it does.
Correct.
So right now we're the authority, right? So it's as simple as stepping out and we conduct our investigation and then my partner to say what to do. But if you're going to be proclaiming that, you should follow what you are proclaiming, correct? And it says that you shall abide by the authority that has been put in this earth, and that's us.
And I do. I don't break the law. I don't break the law willingly.
Therefore, we're
Yeah.
abiding by what you believe, correct?
There's
So now you're contradicting yourself. So instead of making this easier and living by what you're proclaiming that you live by, you're just making this harder.
okay.
You've been done with
That's
this for a long
correct.
time, so
There's a difference.
it's not a difference.
Common law. Okay, look.
It's not a difference. The Bible's clear on saying that you shall obey the law and the authority that's put here on earth. Now you're just contradicting yourself. And you're saying that the Bible's contradicting itself.
No, the Bible is not contradicting itself. There's only one supreme law. That's the Father. That's Him.
That's the law. But he says you shall abide by the law that's put here on earth by men.
Yes, he does.
It's clear as day. And we're the law and you're not obeying. You're just making this way harder. This could have been done a long time ago.
Okay, can we just clone this cop and have him on standby for every sovereign citizen traffic stop from now on, please? Because that was awesome. And I know this stop should have ended a long time ago, like in the first 5 minutes.
Yes, it
but
should
if
have.
it had, then we wouldn't get moments like this where a sovereign citizen gets called out on his hypocrisy right to his face. So I, for one, can forgive a longer video as long as it gives us moments like this.
You step out, you're abiding by what you live, we're done with this. What is your first name again?
Excuse me?
What is your first name again?
I don't remember telling you this week or last week.
Refuse to continue to comply with our instructions or orders. You'll be sitting there and you will be deploying some chemical agents.
Mhm.
Okay? It will hurt you.
I don't want that to happen.
Okay, I know, but it's going to if you continue to deploy. You'll deploy chemical agents to your vehicle. You understand me?
Why would you want to do that? You willingly want to hurt somebody. You get off that way or something?
So
Really?
if that was the case, and they did get off on it, as you say, then they would have filled that car with OC spray within the first 5 minutes. But seeing as they've wasted nearly 20 minutes begging and pleading with you to step out of your vehicle, then I have to say no. This is being used as a last resort, and you're using this opportunity to play the victim card, like a typical sovereign citizen.
Then why would you want to do that?
I don't want to, but you're comply. So I gotta give you a warning.
You want me to come? So.
We're gonna get chemical agents.
You guys are too much.
If you think this is too much, then go try this in Tennessee or Missouri, where recent videos of mine have lasted 2 minutes free tops, or Australia, where you get one warning and your window goes in. You should be thankful that you live in California.
So automatically, because you find something on the record that you don't like, you're gonna decide to target them because you don't even know the facts. You like. I don't want chemical agents in my vehicle.
Guess what? We want you then out of your vehicle.
There's a reason why they're wearing gas masks. It's not
No, watch out. Shit, giving him like. This is a stick of his ass, and you're giving him a like. Go ahead, run it. Yeah, I'm gonna step out, but I'm not. I'm gonna do it, and it's only under duress. I'm letting that put it in on the
I
record.
could
It's only
care
under duress
less why
because I
you
don't want to get hurt. I don't want nobody else to get hurt, and because obviously you guys are just don't want to listen to reason.
No,
Alright, I'm gonna take my seatbelt off.
they're definitely listening to reason. You're not.
Let me just drink some tea real quick. I'm gonna get out. Like this is just fucked up, man.
Yes, you're fucked up, man.
Leave the keys in there. Nice slow step out, keep your hands up. Keys started.
So there we have it, yet another right to travel fail and eventual arrest. If you want to look up his case, the details...
Yeah, no, we really... Oh, sorry. Really don't. Alright, with that, we're going to bring this to a close. Thank you, Van Valiant, for the fun. As always, please like, share, and subscribe, be kind to one another, and release the Krakens as we march along here from day one. Have a great night. We'll see you all bright and early tomorrow.